Hey guys. There it is. I was wondering why that was showing up for me. How's it going, guys? Rage Cage 20, you know what it is. I'm just getting everything set up per usual. Trying to also block off the glare. Or just stay outside, and I don't really want to turn the light in here. But it's not dark like it was last time, which is nice. It's just kind of a little bright. This is this little light over there that I'm trying to block. When screen goes down, it's hardly noticeable. But you know, while it's up here, I'm trying to block it for you guys. So welcome to Friday, everybody. I was racking my brain about what I wanted to play today, and I couldn't really think of anything. So I'm just going to kind of go with two things that I've been doing a lot lately. One is some Magic Arena, and it's going to be a little different than the way it usually is. No, not up yet. Because I am going to be playing some matches. This is for sure, but not as many as I usually do. So I hope that that doesn't bother you. Instead, I actually kind of want to construct some decks or whatnot, and kind of explain some of the decks I've already created. Because I made quite a few more since the last time I've done this. There we go. Open it up to the homies. Oh, covering that sexy face. Why you cover your face? Alright, go to the ads. But in between constructing decks and showing off a few decks, I'll play a match or two. There's a new style to unlock a card styling or something like that. That's free, so check that out. See if we can get one win. See what happens. Because all we need is one win, possible. And then I might try a ranked match or something. I don't know. So I at least play a ranked game before the season ends in like 40 hours. So it'll be like, hey, you get 2 free packs because you did stuff. Totally. Or like, yeah, I did. Of course I did. I haven't done ranked because I've been waiting for whatchamacallit. Oh, I've been waiting to get an actual deck of my own that can compete, and I think my Dino deck can do it. It works decently well, I think. I don't know. I haven't done ranked. There we go. We have sound, people. We have sound. And then after that, maybe spend an hour and a half doing that. I don't know how long. Then we might play some Blitzball. Because I've been doing a little bit of Blitzball off camera. Well, I did it one day, but that was quite a few matches. And I've been getting texts and stuff, so, you know, been getting it done. We've definitely been getting done. So I think that's on the agenda today. Just kind of a more low-key Friday. You know, just take it easy, a relaxing Friday. We chilling today, so let me bring up the background here so you guys can see. And we're already in our decks. So I already described to you Mind Mages and Life Play and kind of how I go with my decks, pick my decks in general. Let's just quickly go through these first few because they're nothing special. I was just going through like what makes white decks strong. I was noting there's a lot of knights, so I was like, yeah, I'll build a knight deck. Not really going to go into much. Obviously 3 of this person, 3 mono when you're on a mono white deck. It's easy to do, 1/1 all creatures. Of course, legendary knights and whatnot. History, 2 of the histories. Yeah, I think that's one that's going to be really good enchantment. Could chosen type come in? The chosen type of 1/1. That's amazing for a specialized deck as such. Convoke. You know, when you have a lot of knights, Convoke could be really good. Of course, this one's not a knight, obviously, but, you know, given all your shit, Hexproof is always really strong. Whenever you can get July or whatever the fuck her name is. This legendary angel in your deck probably should. Because it's awesome. Other knights you get 1/1. Give him flying, of course. Can block additional creature. You know, just standard knight deck. Then when I was going through, I was like, you know, I want to make an angel deck. So I went through to see if I could create an angel deck. Now, I think this kind of turned into like a, not necessarily cleric. That was another deck. I don't know. So of course we have this Knight Defender Pegasus, because of course you're gonna have Pegasus chilling with angels, because there's not that many angels. That's kind of the problem I ran into. So I had to put in some of these people to make it a little easier for me to survive, to get the mana, to get my angels out. So of course we got 4 of Resplendent Angel, because it's 3 mana, 3/3 flying angel that you can get more angels out. It's a really strong card that most people run in their deck. With angels, if I attack with just 1, I can get really get a really strong angel. Of course, should always be in there too, just in case they kill 1. Just more angels, all the strong angels up in here. 2 of her, just in case again she dies. But she gives all other angels lifelink and 1/1. That's awesome. Searing Angel, you know. Just all the angels. Pretty simple, pretty basic deck. That might work. Might not work. I don't know. Or look at these 3 that I had, because I created these ones. These top ones. Like last night or something. So we'll just look at the rest of these and then see what that constructed is. Because I think hopefully my Dino deck counts as a constructed deck. I don't know what constructed means. Of course I need Flight or the Valkyrie, because technically I think Valkyries are specific types of angels or something. I don't know. Anywho, so I wanted to make a mono blue deck, and they don't have enough. They don't have enough artifact synergy in these. What do you call them? Expansions, seasons. Whatever you call new decks or new generation of decks in Magic the Gathering. I should really look that up. I'm just not that deep into Magic. Because I was gonna make a blue or blue-black artifact deck. I mean, they have Tezzeret, 2 Tezzerets that's all blue, and they have Karn, but they don't really have any really good artifact ramping and building off of each other, and so it doesn't really seem to work. So that's kind of disappointing. So I decided to kind of build off of what do blue decks do very well, and of course, you know, drawing and just kind of playing with other decks. So let's see if I can remember. So we got some scry and some draw, some more draw, with a defender there. Sacrifice to cancel spell. I think I tried to go wizardy, but I don't know if that worked very well. Counter as creature spell, put a counter on somebody. I think that'd be pretty good. Target loses all of its abilities with flash. Easy way to kill something. More draw cards. Those can survive. Some surveil. Let's try to discard if something I'm going to draw I don't need. Scry 2. And also a little bit of defense. Cast sorcery spells. Whenever I cast sorcery spells, this one gets stronger. Of course, some cancel action in there. Just revoke, draw cards, mirror image for some of my stronger ones. Try to make my strong ones, get a copy of my stronger cards. This guy, what a mono island deck, pretty good. Whenever I cast a instant sorcery spell, create a bluebird illusion, get chump blockers, as well as some flying defense. I noticed that there's a decent amount of wizards in this deck, so I of course put her in because that just works that well. And when you cast a lot of instant sorcery spells, she can copy it when you flash her in. 24 mana, pretty good. Beginning of your upkeep, scry 1, of course, why not? Some more protection here. Some decent card that gets hexproof as long as it's as long as I control an illusion. That's pretty good. Draw 3 cards and scry 3 and draw 3. Stare in my face, switcheroo. If I got something weak and they got something strong, I'll take your things. Your strong card. Of course, this guy. just a strong 5/6 flyer. The turtle, hexproof, and force their creatures to attack if I want them to. And by if I want them to means I summon the turtle to. Otherwise, if I don't want them not to. This one's a strong card, and you know, milling half their deck, even if you're not in a milled deck, never a bad thing, for sure. Of course, this one to take one of their creatures, just like switcheroo. And then mass manipulation, which is the card I have for the deck cover. Gain control of X target creatures and or planeswalkers. So it's a lot of mana, but if I play that, and let's say they have 4 creatures and I have enough mana for it, I just take all their creatures and they're all mine now. So, you know, just kind of drawing to let this deck do some pretty crazy stuff. Just a lot of draw and whatnot. I wouldn't say it's strong, but you get the right combination of cards. I think this deck could be really good. 2.9 average mana curve is pretty good in a blue draw a lot deck. So, you know, I'm okay with this. I never know which is the right cards to have or whatnot. Because blue doesn't have any kill. Blue has just don't let it come out kind of stuff, which is why I got a lot of like 2 mana stop them from doing shit stuff that I hope will work, hope will be effective. And it also has a lot of wizards. That's why I call it Power of Knowledge. I don't know. So I'm gonna have a different name for this zombie deck that's gonna replace this one. I noticed that there's some pretty decent zombies. For cards being in your graveyard, so I was like, you know, I want to work with that, but also have a way to bring those cards back necessarily. So because like just black zombies, they're decent, but they're not like holy shit strong. Like zombie decks usually are, to where you just ramp a fuck ton of zombies or make a zombie super strong. They don't really have that. They're just gonna have generic zombies in these decks. So I figured it'd be really cool to go off of the fact that when some of these come out, they become even stronger for all the creature cards in my graveyard. Then like once they do, start bringing those creature cards back onto the battlefield or into my hand. I figured we roll with that step, so we got one of her to help put some cards in there, some kill cards, of course. This guy's just a really strong 3/2 2-mana zombie, so I took that. And 1 corpse, you know, pretty standard. 3 of this guy, of course, because even though your zombies may not be super strong, when you give them death touch, it shuts down the enemy team if they can't deal with it. So that's nice. Of course, that guy's really good. 3 murders because, of course, control is just the name of the game. In Magic, especially this meta, and if you don't have control, people just kind of stomp over you, so I guess you really need to. If you control Vraska, you gain life equal to this person's power. It's a 3-mana 3/3 zombie. That's really strong. So went with that. Discard a creature card, which can also help with that. Against 2/2 and trap ultra at the end of the turn. Not bad. This card's pretty good. When a enchanted creature dies, return it to the battlefield. And then it can add 1 mana, and then start returning creature cards from my graveyard just straight to the battlefield. So that'll be really powerful. Of course, sacrifice some of those creatures, which could be mixed with this enchantment to get it to activate 2 infectious horrors, because those are just strong in general. Of course, this guy, if you can get the kicker off to get fucking 8 2/2 zombie knights. It's really fucking strong. Who knows if that's possible? You know, it doesn't happen very often, but either way, a 4-mana 4/5 menace zombie, pretty good. Of course, this version of Liliana is the zombie version. Put top 3 cards of your library into the graveyard. if one of them's a zombie, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. And that also help with all the other combinations. Target creature gets -/, X is the number of zombies you control, and you may cast zombie cards from your graveyard this turn. So if you just activate that -3, you can just play all the zombies you want from your graveyard. It's really good. This is 4/2 menace zombies, pretty good. Put 2 of those in there. Zombie lizard, sacrifice a creature, put a counter on him, gains menace until end of your turn. It's pretty good to also help sacrifice for these kind of undergrowth stuff. Open the graves, of course. Kind of combo with that. Rise from the grave to help bring things back. Destroy a target creature. You gain life equal to a stuff disc. Search your library or graveyard for a card named Regal Gorgon, which I have. Put it onto library. It's not only is it a kill card, but it also helps me get my Planeswalker out if I haven't already drawn her. Enters the battlefield, does 1 damage to each target opponent for each creature card in your graveyard. More of that synergy there. Put counters on my zombies. Scary. The one thing to make zombies scary is to give them counters, because the thing about zombies is there's a lot of them, but they're usually pretty weak. But when you can put counters on them, that makes them really fucking scary. I can just more clear by just destroying whatever creature I want, and for each creature card in my graveyard, put a 1/1 creature on each, 1/1 counter on each creature I control. Just really strong with this deck here. 1 less for each creature card in my graveyard. I mean, essentially, if there were 7 creature cards in my graveyard, this guy would be 2 mana for 6/6. Then I return target land card from my graveyard to battlefield, which, I mean, that probably won't happen, but you never know. I might be forced to discard. So, an improved zombie deck, in my opinion. I don't know. I like the idea of a green zombie deck. I've had blue-black zombie decks. I've had black zombie decks. I've never had a green zombie deck of any kind. So I'm really excited about that proposition, and it seems like it's got good synergy. So I'm excited about that. And the last one here before we start playing some games, I promise. But as I mentioned, today's not going to be much of a play day. There will be some playing, but mostly going to be focused on creating decks and whatnot. At least a deck or 2. Who knows? So this one I named Khaleesi's Brood. It's obviously a dragon deck. If you couldn't tell by Sharkman, as I like to call him, which I forgot that I called him Sharkman because I haven't seen that Planeswalker since the first Magic the Gathering they ever made on a system or anything. Magic Duels of the Planeswalker 2011, like the original, the first. I haven't seen him since then. And his name's like Sharkham or something like that, or Sarkham or something like that. I don't know, but I always called him Sharkman. Which, if you watch my 2011 Duels Planeswalker, you'll know that because I knew him. That's what I call him. So even as Sharkman's deck, I decided to call it Khaleesi's Brood because, well, for those of you who don't know, I don't like Game of Thrones. Well, I don't dislike it. It just doesn't interest me personally. I think it's a great show, and it's captivated a lot of people. But me personally, I'm just not that into it. It's just not my thing. But it's definitely not bad by any means at all, and I don't dislike it. I don't enjoy it. Because for me, while the sex is amazing, of course I love the sex in the nude. Who doesn't? You know what I mean? I don't really care for the drama shows. I want more action. In the whole first season, there was like no fucking action. It was just all drama. So it's like, and plus, the author is an asshole because he just keeps the people you hate alive and just kills all the people that you love. That's not fun to me, but anyway, not important. So this is a dragon deck. Obviously, I had to put in some cards to survive until the dragons could come out and do their dragon stuff. And again, unlike previous versions like 2011 and 2012, either 2012 or 2013, I don't remember which one. I think it's 2012. They had some really good dragon synergy that was really strong. This one, just kind of like the Angels, they don't really have a whole lot of dragons, and there's not really a whole lot of dragon synergy. So it's like these expansions, they put dragons in, but they didn't really create synergy for it like they did for dinos. So I don't know. It's a deck that can work. It's just not as strong as most dragon decks are because they didn't create synergy cards for some reason. I don't know. But of course, this person 2/2 haste if there's 2 or more sorcery enhancement cards in my graveyard for 1 mana. Just good chump blocker. General, of course, 2 shocks because you need to have control, otherwise you're just trolling. I don't know. Creatures you control gain first strike until on turn, and you draw a card. For dragons, yes please. That's really strong. Discard a card and draw a card. This Pyromancer not only being a 2/2 to help hold the front line, but he's also first off I can sacrifice him to have another kill card, or I can just like, okay, I need to draw my dragons or I need more land. I'm just gonna discard stuff and try to get that. So he's just have 2 of them in the deck just to help try to get the cards I need to make the deck work. So it's kind of a hope there. Electro Static Field, not only just being a defender, but also to help do extra damage from all the instants and sorcery spells in the deck in general. The Shaman will deal 1 damage to them, and it can also become a 4/6 until end of turn without having to tap anything, just mana. So, you know, for 2 mana, that's a pretty good card. Even if with him just being a 1/3 without ability, 2 mana, it's a decent card, so I decided to keep him. Plus, these Vaishino, or however you pronounce the names, kind of look like lizard folk dragons in the first place, so kind of fits the theme. Of course, to the Dragon Riders. Unfortunately, there's no cards in any of these expansions that is the dinosaur spells cost less to cast. Not dinosaurs, dragon. They have a bunch for dinosaurs, but none for the dragons, which is kind of really disappointing, in my opinion. Of course, Lightning Strike, 2 mana, 3 damage, instant. It's really strong control right now. Whenever you cast a red spell, if it has fewer than 1/1 counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on it. So I can sacrifice him at some point. First off, he'll become a 4/4. 2 mana, 4/4. When you cast more spells, it's not even instants and sorceries, it's just a red spell, which is a mono red deck, so that's going to happen. And then at any point, it's like, okay, I need 3 mana to summon this. Oh, I guess he does stay alive, yeah. I need 3 mana to cast this dragon spell. Take away 3. There you go. You know, I got my extra 3 mana, so he's just there to kind of help with if there's any mana issues in the deck or whatnot. If he's out, additional cost of the spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards, more just trying to get dragons and mana and stuff to cast dragons out as fast as possible. This creature can be a 2/2 dragon that can buff itself up, works as kind of a defender. If they don't have flying, you want to block with it, so you can get a dragon out at the same time. 2 of those in there. 2 risk factors, so again, drawing more cards or just dealing damage to them in general. Kind of works. Sharkman, or Sarkhan, I always fucking pronounce his name. I think I have 2 versions of Sharkman in this deck. I got the more cheap one that may discard a card if you do draw a card. Trying to get those dragons out as fast as possible. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this to cast dragon spells, of course. More mana, and that's free. It's a +1. It's not even a -1. And then, of course, it's -7, which is really strong, is to create 4 red dragon creatures with flying. 4/5/5 dragons. So really strong for a dragon deck for sure. Yeah, this thing is annoying the shit out of me. So I like him. 3 mana for really useful abilities. Only 1 negative, and it's his ult that once you cast it, I mean, you got a bunch of dragons out on the field. 5/5 dragons. It's really strong. Of course, you got his little 2/2, 3 mana 2/2. Whenever you activate an ability or a planeswalker, it does 1 damage to any target, which could be used to. So if I have that out with this thing, it can help clear the board. Either way, it's also a 2/2 flyer, so more help there. And then we start getting to some of the dragons. Just 4 mana 4/4 dragon. If I kick it for 3 more mana, which is possible if I do certain activations. I get another 4/4 out at the same time, so I get some 2 4/4s for 7 mana, not too bad. This one, then when it comes in, deal 5 damage to target opponent unless it sacrifices a creature. Very good. Of course, I got 2 of him. Whenever attacks, deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Pretty decent. Just pretty much put in all the dragons I could. Does 2 damage. It's Riot, so when it comes in, I can choose to give it haste or put a 1/1 counter on it. Chances are I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on it because deal 2 damage if I just choose. Activate this ability only if it has a 1/1 counter on it. So I can't activate its ability if I decide to give it haste. Would probably prefer to have a 5/5 that can deal 2 damage divided as I choose among 2 targets. For sure. When it's filled, make P3. When you do, it does 3 damage to any target, which is pretty hard to do. But in this specific deck, when you have cards that can combo with that, it's it's not that hard to achieve. This one, of course, Dragon's control get +1. Until end of turn, you can activate that many times. Create another 5/5 dragon when it comes out. Another Sharkman. Deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponents control. Could be useful to board clear. Who knows if they'll have only 1 defense? It might just kill some, it might not. Deals 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. Not horrible. Citrus, yeah, this is the reason why I put this guy in the other deck. Because for most of this, like, whatever. Because, looking at him is like, I would prefer the other one. The other one's way stronger with all its abilities. However, this ultimate, this -9, that only takes 2 turns. Like on the turn it summons, 1 turn, and then the turn after. You could sacrifice them if you want. Put all of your dragons onto the field. Onto the battlefield. Every single dragon in your deck onto the battlefield without paying its mana cost. That's the only reason this guy is in this deck, and why I have both of them instead of just one. Because the other one's cheaper, and has a lot of useful abilities, but if you can get this one out and activate its -9, unless they have exile all creature cards, you won. Like, next round, game's probably over. So, yeah. So that's really fucking strong. Of course, this dragon's classic dragon. That was in some of the original. You can even see the original art style on it. It's pretty old, but they reprinted it. It gets just +1/+0 to the end of turn. Standard dragon. Of course, this one 4/4 flying haste, classic. Pretty expensive dragon, but I mean, really strong because you summon it and just go, which is awesome. Deals X damage to any target. You may cast a card with converted mana cost without being so you can do a bunch of damage to a creature and summon a dragon at the same time. And of course, Jaya's Immolating Inferno deals X damage to each up to 3 targets. So you could do a fuckload of damage to 3 targets. Instantly kill 3 creature cards for 2 mana plus however much you want to spend. That could just be 2. That could just be 4 mana and you can kill 3 creatures if they each have 2 defense. Really good. That's why it's a legendary sorcery. Really good card. For sure. So that's Khaleesi's Brood. Khaleesi by far one of my favorite characters. I love that girl. I really like Call Darker to go too, but of course, the cool ones have to die. So what the fuck ever. But I also like Tyrion. He's fucking awesome. Anywho, fucking Peter Dinklage, man, is the shit. Alright, so before going over the rest of these, let's give you guys a break. I've been talking to you for about a half an hour here, so let's give you a break. Ooh, it is warm in here. I do not need this resting against my back, my robe. Comfy robe, I love that robe. Alright, so we got this treasure constructed. Play treasure constructed. Pretty much, it's a constructed deck. Play against other people. Keep playing until you lose 2 matches. It's free. And apparently, each of your upkeeps, you get an artifact. The treasure artifact, where you get 1 mana. Seems like it's ramped, so I'm excited. Let's just play free. We just need to get 1 win and we get the card style. If we get 5 wins, we get 2 card styles, but I don't really care. So let's see what we can do. Let's do deck. This one work? Oop. Alright, yeah, we'll do this one. Yeah, we'll see if we can get this one to work. This deck with extra mana, I think we can make it work. I think we could win. Of course, the pirate deck that keeps getting the treasures each turn. Those looking pretty good, but no, we'll leave it how it is. We'll leave it how it is. There we go. Okay. This actually isn't bad. I'll keep it. I think they're gonna have a lot of speed decks here. Yes. Huh. I like this. You know, this is interesting. This is interesting for sure. Alright, so that what attacking is gonna be one of these. Haste. Okay, okay. Alright, that's how we play. That's how we play. Fair. 2 mana. Alright. Let's see what we can do. No haste. No attacks. I like the speediness of this deck. Wow, yeah, this could be pretty good. Target opponent or Planeswalker. Oh, yes, second creature for it. I get it. I forgot what that does. Ooh. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Deals combat damage, destroy. Ah. That's bad. Alright. I think, yeah, we need to summon her. White. Red. Why not? Create a 3/3 so we can block this guy. Oh, yeah, right. Well, we can't be blocked by more than 1, but that's alright. Might sacrifice himself. Nope. Keep it. Alright, he doesn't have trap ball. Alright, maybe he just didn't have the cards he needed. I'll take it. And we get the cards. I appreciate it, dude. Whoever that person is, no, I appreciate the free card. Little confused, but I appreciate it. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's. I mean, hell, maybe we'll get to 5 wins. Seriously doubt it, but maybe we'll get to 5 wins. I mean, yeah, with the dinosaur deck that keeps giving you free mana, I'm not opposed to that. You know what I mean? I wish I could play that dino deck that way every game, but take it. But hey, we at least got what we came for, so I'm happy. You know, I'll definitely take it. Andy G. All right. Is it? It's thinking. Oh, he's going. He's coming. Okay. Jeez. Because of that card, this can work. If it wasn't for that, this wouldn't work. Problem is, you can summon something for get 2-drop turn 1. That's crazy to think about. Why are you shaking at me? I don't know who you're shaking. Okay. I ain't got nothing to play with my first turn. Yes, I see it. Is this him? Yeah, but it must be him because of the treasure. Okay. Here we go, man. Do you want to sacrifice the treasure? Yeah, it's kind of, I don't think they realize that it's asking for them to do something. Or he's just trolling me. Just being a dick. I don't know. Thank you. Oh, awesome. That's so great. And I have Ryle. Where you go? That is one annoying thing about these treasures, though. It's gonna ask them to pass every single turn. Pull the timer on him again. Pull the timer on him again. Thank you. Hey. Oh yeah, and if you don't use them, they keep stacking. I should use my pirate deck in here. That would be amazing. Oh my god, that would work so well. Ah yes, I know that Vampire Knight. Yeah. Not yet. No. We're gonna be waiting on this motherfucker. Oh man. Goddamn. Alright. Got some red in there. That we could use both if we so desired. Let's do this. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't keep freezing me every match, baby. Thank you. And I get a draw card. Ooh. Where'd you fucking go? I could do that. Thank you. God. I think I'm going to next and end. I'm going to end my turn. I wish you could type to them like, please dude, just fucking have your finger near the pass button, for fuck's sake. It's going to happen a lot in this game mode. It's getting a lot of that trash. It's building up a lot of trash. I wonder what kind of deck he has. You can play something with 6 mana. That's crazy, crazy. There's white. That's so sweet. That's fine. That's an instant though. You can't cast that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, do that. Green. One whatever, really. There you go. Oh, okay. God, dude, you take forever. Might just suck. My siege. Oh, maybe should I? 6 damage is a lot. He's gonna be a 4. He's gonna be a 4/4. I say we sack it. Yeah, I say we sack it for sure. I feel like that's right there. I know I could have got him strong, but he's not the purpose of this deck, so I'm sure we'll be fine. We have 4 mana. Please, dude, thank you. God, you're so slow. Thank you. Green red? Yeah, we need green red. Thank you. Fucking A. Alright, we can't put him out there. Yeah, let's do that. It doesn't matter what color it is. Okay, you gotta stop, dude. Oh yeah, I may search for a dino. A dino I do want. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Let's go with that one. 5 mana. Which we can summon next turn. So he knows he's coming out. Well, yeah, well, fine. Alright. Just let him see it. Let him think about it. This person. I wish that it would auto forfeit for them if they kept taking too long. It's kind of shitty that they choose not to. Either way, he's gonna become a 3/3. There's nothing I can really do to stop that at this point. If he attacks with him, honestly. That's fine. Let him become a 3/3. See if I give one singular fuck. Alright. So green or red? Yeah. Green. Red. No attacks, I'll take 3 damage, it's fine. He has a lot of mana here that he's not really been using each turn. I'm a little confused about that, but that's okay with me. Alright. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can do that. No luck, go ahead. Come on through, brother. Party over here, man. Party over here. Thank you. Sitting over here fucking daydreaming and shit like that. Alright, just on the natch. Go, activate it. Thank you. Okay. God damn. He's almost out of fucking turns that he can do shit. He's almost out of time. Let deem the time on him. And auto passes. Awesome. Oh, why did he give him more time? Like, fucking pass on this motherfucker. Yeah, why the fuck not? Let's tackle him. Let's try to get some of his health down. He's got a lot of mana here. Of any color he wants. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, that's fair. It's a good card. It's a good card to play. Probably should play something. Okay, there you go. He's gonna die. That's okay. Anything? There we go. Okay, get him up there. Beef him. Both your hawks are going to die. But, you know. It's not really my problem. That's your problem. This one doesn't have haste. Hawk! This has been the longest fucking match ever. Guess I'll talk about that part. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's a lot scary shit gonna come at you, bro. Trust me on that one. Oh my god. Your go. Thank you. God, dude. Take for fucking ever. Please take longer. Oh, it does have Convoke, doesn't it? He's not gonna attack? Okay. Alright, so that's not gonna double activate. Well, we're still gonna just play this guy. Waiting on you, buddy. Thank you. I would love for him to do that, so we're gonna attack like that. I'd love for him to do a stack that way. Especially with nothing in his hand, he'd be in a lot of trouble. So gotta take that damage, son. 3 open mana. 2 more and I can play this game. Yeah, dude, I want this treasure deck, man. I'm gonna try my get rich or die trying in here if I can do this again. For funsies, cause that would be very well. Alright, do a good one. Do a good one, for sure. Resolve. I mean, he's gonna have to lose one of these. Yeah. I think time is going to be on my side here. However, patience is not. I do not have the patience for these motherfuckers. That's going to do 2 damage. So we'll just say no. Wait. If he wants to kill it, that's 3, 4, 7. Okay, so we only need to do it once. So, good to know. Yeah, we only need to do it once, because if we do it more than once, that's bad, actually. Well, either way. Don't take action. That one I don't have a choice. That means he has to lose his Johnny's pride. He doesn't want to die. Alright, okay. I think I'm okay with this. Because he can attack with him, those who can spawn, it's gonna super power up his Johnny Pride range. Not super worried about that. He's got some in his hand that he's looking at, I think. I just wish this would go faster, though. Really? Yeah, I would do that, wouldn't I? Really? No balls there? He has 3 mana, by the way. This treasure's really been helping him out. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's so over for you, dude. Let's go white. Unless you have an instant cast exile, man, it's so beyond over for you. No reason to activate Forerunner. I'm not going to take an action there. Well, actually, it's going to make them easier targets. So let's do that. Oh, I can do that too. First we'll do that on there. Come on, bro. Yeah, there it is. There's the surrender. Finally got this fucker to stop. Yeah, that guy's nice. He's real nice. Alright, so far 2-0. We're going to take a slight break from this because that fucker took for goddamn ever. Zoom. Yeah, okay, we can zoom there. And that was just so annoying. I hate when people are slow in this game. Such dicks. I'm gonna buy a pack here. I've been trying to get all of Exelon here. And also, when I get a bunch of Exelon, I usually get a bunch of these wild cards because I have a lot of these. So just recommend getting a bunch of these. Nothing really special. Yeah, not really special. But we're getting cards. Getting cards up. It's up the yin yang. Up the yin yang. Alright. Oh, I did. Oops, I gotta remember to just move switch here. Actually, fast forward something. Trying to keep it awake. Alright, so. Let's talk about some of these other decks here before we go back to that and play a little bit more. 2 wins, yo. 2-0. Take it. That deck was fucking... God, that guy was annoying. Alright, so we got Air Support 2 here, which you haven't seen in Magic Jewels yet, but I do have a deck in Magic Jewels called Air Support. So this is an homage to that Air Support number 2 here. And it's purely a flying deck. Blue-white flyers. So what we got up in here? Of course, the Healer Hawk that you just saw. We destroyed easily. Resting Falcon, 1/2, 1/1 for counter, 1/1, just a bunch of 1-drops to get some early flyers out. 1/3 Pegasus for some defense. For some control, 3 damage to tapped creature, or 5 damage if it's my main phase. Destroy target tapped creature, just kind of controls control if they decide to tap, then just destroy their tapped creatures. 3 of these, I think is my flying creatures, +1/+1 for 2 mana, of course, as an enchantment. Definitely want that in flying deck. Other spirits control get +1/+1, which will actually come into play for not a lot of cards, but still 2-drop 1/3 to help with some defense before I get my other flyers out. And if I have this out, it's now a 2/4, which is really strong, so you know, it works. But there are some spirits in here this will work with. 2/3 flyer for 3 mana, of course. This one is just a really strong dino that just didn't have place necessarily in my dino deck. Oh, but creatures your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. That is such a huge tempo destroyer. It's a really strong one to have in there, so it's just a great flyer to have in general. Of course, with Splendid Angel, whenever you can have a Splendid Angel in the deck, do it, because it's a really strong card. 3 mana, 3/3, that if you have enough mana, you can make it a 5/5 with lifelink, and if for any reason at all you gain 5 life, which would be through her, possibly, you get another 4/4 Angel. Like, just so fucking strong. Divination, of course, for drawing cards, because whenever you have a blue deck, if you can draw cards, and you can find a place for that in your deck, do it. It's usually a worth idea. This one I like, a 1/4 that can get Vigilance until end of turn. Very powerful. 3 for 1/4, and if it's buffed up by anything else, it's really awesome, really strong. Resplendent Griffin. 3 mana 2/2. Whenever it attacks, if I have the City's Blessing, which is easy to do, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's just a no-brainer right there. 3/2 flyer, straight up. Mentor, so to help maybe these lesser ones actually get stronger by it attacking with Vigilance, Flying Vigilance, really good. Again, whenever you can get this card in the deck, do it. Even if you can't put a counter on each of your creatures, it's still so insanely powerful to give all your creatures hexproof. Here's the Spirit to get buffed up by the other Spirit that also buffs up all my other creatures flying. 2 of those in the deck. And use it a form mana 2/4, but it gives all my other flying creatures +1 defense. Really nice. Which combos with another card you see here. Just a 3/2 flyer. Whenever it enters the battlefield, scry. 4 mana 3/2, not bad. Just an angel, do its thing. Tezzeret, because it helps create flying creatures. And if I get +3 on them, then I get to draw 2 cards each turn, if I so decide to. And at the beginning of your step, search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield. And its +9 is pretty damn decent. So I slip Tezzeret into this deck, even though the only thing that the Thopters are actually going to help me with is chump blockers or just more flyers, because they will also get buffed up because they're flyers. And if I so decide to, if I need to draw cards, if I put out at least 3 artifacts, I get to draw 2. So that's strong. And of course the 9 is just fucking ridiculously strong. So if you can get that, let's get the -9 there. This creature, I got 2 of him in the deck as well. Other creatures you control flying get +1/+0. So if I have the Spirit and the Drake out, that's another +1/+1 to all my creatures. On top of everything else that gives +1/+1 to all my creatures. Angelic Guardian, whenever one or more of my creatures attack, all my creatures, all my attacking creatures gain indestructible until the end of turn. That's just really fucking strong. This one, which is in the air flying deck, which is pretty shitty. Their flying deck was pretty shitty that they constructed, in my opinion. But Sphinx, 6 mana 6/6, which is a little expensive, but whenever he attacks, I can gain X life and draw X cards, so I'll take that. That's a decent ability. Flying creatures your opponent control get -1, -0. That's just really strong. Flying first strike, also good. So yeah, weaken all my enemy creatures. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, I can draw a card. It's a flying deck, so you can imagine how fucking crazy that is. And it says you may, so And of course, just gain control of an enemy, because that sorcery is just so fucking strong. Like 2 mana, and however, whatever the mana cost of the creature is, you just get it. Not till end of turn. That doesn't attach to them, so they can destroy the attachment, get the creature back. You just get it. The only way they can get their creature back is to kill it and revive it, or have a return target creature to its owner's hand. It's such a strong card for 2 fucking mana. It's so fucking strong. Of course, this Glacial Fortress and shit. Yeah. So really, the reason why these decks work so well, and why they're so annoying to deal with, is a lot of people don't build a lot of flying defense in their decks and just kind of hope that either they're kill cards or just won't go against a deck that has a lot of flying presence. Because a lot of people have a hard time blocking flying, because a lot of people don't stack that in their deck. So when you have a deck that's all flying, you just fly right over them constantly, and there's nothing they can do about it. And so that's why flying decks are really strong. This next one is kind of an homage, and we'll do 2 more of these, and then we'll go back and play some more matches. Just this one and the next one, Angry White Whammon. I just love that name. It's fucking hilarious. I like Peter Pan. Anywho, this is an homage to either 2012, 2013, and 2014. I don't remember which one it is, but they made an Angels Demon deck. I don't think they called it that, but that's what it was. It was white, black, Angels, and Demons. Black obviously is the Demons, white's obviously the Angels. So I wanted to see if I could make a hybrid of that. There's not a whole lot of Demons in these decks. There's not a whole lot of Angels in these decks. But if I mix them together, maybe it could be good. And I think it turned into like all of the creatures that aren't Angels and Demons are like all clerics, which is kind of cool. It's like these clerics that are worshipping these angels and demons and try to summon them to the battlefield to help. It's very, very interesting. Of course, you know, Death Touch turns this 1/2 into a dangerous creature, so why not cleric? 1/3 lifelink, cleric that gives you life whenever something enters the field. A unicorn, because obviously we're getting mystical up in here. I don't know. More clerics that can, just in case you're going against a deck that something has counters on it, you can just remove all those counters from that creature. Yeah, or target opponent loses all. Yeah, that's just crazy. Exile target card from graveyard and draw a card, if I need to draw a card, or target player sacrifices a creature with the greatest power, and I gain life equal to that. Depends what I choose to do. Final payment, because it's Angels and Demons, there's a lot of life gain from the Angels. There's a lot of hurt yourself from the Demons, so I wanted to play with that, so that's why I threw this in here. To destroy target creature, sacrifice a creature, or pay 5 life. I didn't have to roll with that, but I wanted to, just to go off the theme. Another Cleric, Vigilance, Afterlife. When it dies, I get a black and white spirit. Decent. Return target creature card with 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Or, double my life total. Target opponent loses half their life rounded up. That's pretty good. That's a pretty fun card. That's a fun card right there. Another Cleric. Tap target creature with power 4 or greater, which could be useful. Or deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. So, you know, decent. Working with the white and the black, you know, very cool. Another Cleric. This one's Spirit Cleric. Creatures can't attack you unless they pay 2 for each of those. That can be very useful to buy me a turn. Resplendent Angel, again, because it's an Angel and Demon deck, you know Resplendent Angel is going to be in here. Drill Bit, if I deal damage, which Demon decks tend to do. I can spend 1 mana, they reveal their hand, I get to discard something from it. Decent. Same would never happen, but it's 3 mana, which is the same as Drill Bit. That one exiles it instead of discarding it, though. There's that. Kaya for me to gain life and deal damage to them. And exile stuff, because I think I have stuff in here that works with exile, but I'm not 100% sure. Mortify, because it's a 3 mana kill card that doesn't require 2 black. It's, in my opinion, it's better than Murder. If you have a white and black deck, it's better than Murder. Yep. Yes, it might be a little bit, but yeah, we could definitely do it. Yes, so if you have a white and black deck, I think Mortify is better than Murder. Exile target creature, if there are 3 or more cards in exile, transform that, put a creature card exiled with this permanent onto the battlefield under your control. So, pretty much I can exile their creatures, and then put it onto the battlefield under my control, which is pretty nice. Exile attacking creatures, more exile work here. Of course, hexproof again, if you're gonna go Angels. This demon is just good. It's 4 mana 6/6, though you just have to sacrifice a creature, which is not that big of a deal. So I put 2 of them in there. Of course, another demon working on the hurting yourself kind of aspect. The spirit, just because I get opponents discard a card and I gain 3 life. This girl is an angel on both sides. Gains Death Touch to end turn, gains Vigilance to end turn. Afterlife, if she dies, I get 2/1/1 Black Spirit. She's like obviously the picture because she represents, in my opinion, both the light and the darkness of angels and demons. So I That's awesome. Of course, angels I control get +1/+1 have lifelink. Then we have pay 2 life to surveil. Flying trample. Demon here. Liliana, of course. I don't know why I said of course. Return target creature card from the graveyard to your hand. Destroy up to 2 target creatures. Put the 2 top cards from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. 2 creature cards from graveyards onto, yeah. So I can take control of creatures and whatnot from them or myself. Target player loses 2 life, which is just good to have in demon deck in general. Creatures I control when they attack become indestructible. Other creatures I control have vigilance, of course. Another strong demon. And then this card is just fucking broken. I had it used against me once. I was like, that card shouldn't exist, and conceded immediately. And it's like, it's in my deck now. Make sure to put this in my deck whenever I can get it, of course. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1. I mean, I know it's 6 mana. That's fucking broken. Exile target card from opponent's graveyard. If it's a creature card, you create a 1/1 black spirit creature token with flying, which works because there's quite a few afterlife cards in this deck. So makes a little sense. So that's my Angels and Demons deck, and the other one's really fast. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend looking up PewDiePie's games, the two things he did. I mean, white and blue works really well at like haste combos, getting creatures out and attacking really fast, and just spawning a lot of shit, and just being an aggro deck. So PewDiePie seems to have made an aggro deck. They call it Angry White Women. I guess he said because he feels that most of these are women on the card sleeves. That, I mean, it got him to Mythic tier, so I figured, why not? If I just need a deck that can most of the time get me to if it can get me to Mythic pretty easily, why not? Why not have it? You know what I mean? So it's pretty much just an aggro deck with kill cards. Just 4 Loud Coils, target creature does damage to his stuff, 4 of these histories to get just a bunch of 2/2 Night tokens with vigilance, and then buff them up on the 3rd turn. And of course 4 of the Splendid Angel, because that's fucking a broken card for 3 mana. A bunch of Rekindling Phoenix, because it's so insanely hard to destroy Rekindling Phoenix. She's only 4 mana for a 4/3, it's ridiculous. 2 of her, just in case one of them dies. Choose up to 1 target creature you control until in turn it gets +2 and trample. And if it's red and gains vigilance, if it's white, it's fucking awesome. That's awesome. So that pretty much just really answers. This is quite a few angels in this deck. Buff up the angels and stuff, and deck seems to work for him. So let's see what he can do. So I'm gonna go play some more matches, and then I'll reveal the rest of these, and then we'll maybe construct a few decks or something. Who knows? So let's resume this. We're on 2 wins. Let's keep it rolling, hoping this next person will, won't take an hour per turn. That'd be wonderful. Gonna rest this for a second. Give myself a massage. Ear massage. Second person with that. This is decent. It wouldn't be a decent start if it wasn't for the token thing, like 4 reels. Red. There we go. Oh, and I can do that too. Oh my god, I should do that to get a red mana out in the field. That's ridiculous. He has to summon a creature for me to do that. And it has to be something that would be worth it. But he didn't, so we don't have to worry about that yet. But we can do it. If we choose to, but we do have a red mana, so maybe we'd go white or something. You gonna kill him with a kill card? Go right ahead, man. Be my guest. You might want. Okay. I mean, he's still gonna come out for 2 mana, and I don't really really care about it. Hey, with all this free mana, you kidding me? Like, I don't care. Let's see what we got here, man. What you got? What you got? What you got? Okay, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Respect, maybe. By the way, got another one. I guess we'll just go green on that. Feel free to kill it if you want. I'm okay with that. I got more, baby. I got more where that came from. Oh, I can't do that too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 mana. We can summon Zakama. That's crazy. Yeah, I saw that one coming. So a little bit more now. That's okay. He's wasting all his time on doing that, and I'm not really too worried about that at all. We can't do that yet, so we'll just attack. Yeah. We got 5 mana. He seemed to be in the driver's seat because he's just wasting all his time on kill cards. So, okay, gutter snipe. Take that. Deal with that. Gutter snipe ain't that big of a deal to me. He still does have 4 mana though. Alright. We got 6 mana to fucks with. Yeah, we might as well. We'll get another mana out of it. Well, you need a green. We don't need a green because of these, but we'll get a green. You gotta try to protect your gutter snipe? What you gonna do, bruh? No? Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. So you can kill if you want, but it's gonna happen. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana. I think we need 1 more. There's a comma. I don't think he's got a 9 kill card, you know what I mean? That is artifact. Okay. You attack with creature, so he does have to discard 1 this turn, which is fair. He does have blue cards. He has not drawn blue mana yet. That's a problem for him. That's definitely a problem for him. I can expect that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn we can summon Galta. I think I want to summon Galta over Zakama because I don't care if they kill Galta. So if he's gonna waste a kill card, I'd rather do it on Galta. Does 2 damage? Oh yeah, I know that card. You gonna give him haste, or you gonna give him the 1/1? I'd give him the 1/1 personally. Oh, he's going haste. Oh dog, he going haste. Oh, you want it hard. Do we do it? Nah. No, you can ask. I'm gonna save it. Maybe you got something scarier. I don't know. I don't know what you got. You know what I mean? I don't know your life. Exile top 2 cards of your library. Until you may play those cards. You have 1 mana though. Hey, you can play that though. Get you that blue mana. You needed that. Or not. All right. We're going to. We can do this too. So I'm going to do that. Unless he kills it, which case. Which is possible. I don't know. Okay. So, yes. We'll just go green, 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 green. Galta, baby! You like Galta? He's fun, right? Of course, if he returns to my hand, that won't be very fun. Then I'll just fucking play Zakama. Okay, he discard. Yeah. You're not gonna lie, I saw him coming. I'm loving this treasure thing, man. I want to play my pirate deck in this. That'd be hilarious. Alright, hey, 3 wins. We might get to 5 wins. I mean, who knew a Dino deck with tons of free mana every turn would be really strong? Who knew? Sukitora? No. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good. That's good right there. That's good with Ryle and that drive to guard. Oh yeah, that's good right there. Let's save it up. We don't need it yet. There's no reason to use it yet. At the moment, at least. Come on, Jack. Where's that over? Okay, nothing on this turn. Nothing on this turn. Ooh. He's just giving me Zakama, bro. Yeah, let's pop a green and go my Ripjaw Raptor. And no attacks, because 0 damage won't make a difference. God, turn 2. Yeah, it's turn 2. Fucking 4-5. Okay, yeah, see, he's rolling it too. Hexproof. Respect that, can respect that. Let's go. Let's go red here. For this homie. And let's stack. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'm okay with that trade. I'm gonna draw a card, baby! Oh, and red mana. Need that. Need that right there. I can just... Wow, I've never gotten these many out at once. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play Zakama in 2 turns if these guys stay out. Oh no! I can open the gates too. Yeah, you're gonna need that. You're really gonna need that. Not gonna lie to you, you're gonna need that. Yeah, we'll just pop this green. We'll get a green and a red. Good mana. Awesome. Yeah, we can afford to attack with this too. Why not? I'm sure he'll take it because he got 3 health. You know, but just bring him down a little bit. Make him feel confident. Make him feel loved. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can play some Nova. Oh no. Okay, well that is good for you. I'll give you that. That's a good card. That's a good card to draw right there. Okay. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna kill him though, so that's not very good for me. But you know, that's the thing. Yeah. Let's just say white for the funsies. Alright, Zakama, let's yeah. Let's do that. Alright. Your turn. Actually, we can play our Raging. No attacks. Raging Raptors! We can't kill an artifact next turn, which I kind of wanted to do to him. But that's fine. Alright, man, what do you got? Ooh, Galta. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll give you that. That was definitely a good one. I should probably give him haste. What are you gonna do? My turn? Alright. So now we're fucking with fire here. That's that. So he has hexproof, so we can't make him do that. We can do... Well, first we can destroy his artifact. 1, 2, 2. We can do 6 damage. So first we're going to destroy that. Because we can. He could pop it. But unless he has 1 mana, something it won't really make a difference. Yeah. Let's play that. Card. Some mana. Let's get some red. Yeah, let's get some red. Yeah. That'll work. We need some defenders out here. No, yeah, obviously no attack. Let's get Galt up in that bitch. And his Galt is a little stronger than Zakama. Not gonna lie. Four, 6. Oh my god, you have another one? Jesus. Oh, he's passing his turn. That's a good start. Oh my god. Thought I would not get land. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. We're 1 mana away from being able to kill Galta. Straight up. So, I know it's my go, man. I'm deciding, bitch. No attacks. Your turn. But I can always block and then just burn him down that way, so his Galta's not that strong yet. That one can be killed, and I'll probably do that if he doesn't attack. Okay. Bye bye. Now it's my turn. Alright, I think we got enough mana for it now. 3. Let's see, 1. We have enough red, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yes. There we go. No dex. Your turn. Galta's dead. That took care of that. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's on a creature.
Wild animals I like. People, not so much.
Yeah. That's strong. That's strong. I'll give you that.
Balance comes.
It's legit. Oh yeah, that one's nice. You play him though, I'm just gonna kill him. But okay, that's fine. We need something. We need to draw something. Definitely, we need something here. I need to stop drawing land is what I need. I can't target that. To target creature, and that doesn't count as a creature. Damn it. I'll make him a 10. That's gonna make him a 5/5. Because that, if she gets the 8, we're fucked. Like, just straight up. If she gets the 8, we're fucked.
You can't stop nature.
We might lose this one, guys. We might lose this one. Not good for me. Oh wait, that's actually decent for me. Maybe I'll just annoy the fuck out of him so much that he'll just give up. I don't know. Yeah, we can do something, man. We gotta do something. So I say we attack with both of them. Yeah. No.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Alright, so this next turn. Yeah, we did it, guys. We did it. Thought we were gonna lose that one for sure. Oh, we do cast a few white spells. We're 4 wins with 0 losses. We might just do this right out the gate. Wow. Okay. Well, take our 2 wins, back off a little bit, and let's go over some of the other decks here. So last 4, I'll try to go through some of these. I mean, for most of them, they're pretty simple, except for the last 2. First 2 simple. The Way is Shut. You know, it's kind of a Lord of the Rings reference. It's just a goblin deck. It's just straight up goblins. You know, just goblins doing what goblins do. Just kill cards and goblin cards with, of course, the goblin cards that make goblins faster, have haste. Of course, go to snipe. And of course the +1/+1 on all the goblins, 3 of those guys and 2 of these guys. It's just straight up, it's goblins. It's just a goblin deck. With a Minds of Moria reference. Elvish Protectors is an elf deck, but it's a white green elf deck. I really like this one because I was going through and looking at some of the cards. I noticed that there's a lot of like elf soldiers and knights and stuff that were white as well, and it's like, oh, that's kind of really cool. They seem like they're protectors of a city or something. So a standard elves, 2/2 for 2, become 4/4 until end turn. 2 of these other elves I get +1/+1. I can search my library for this card once one comes out. It's really nice. Of course, Vigilance, Rabid Bite for some clear. Becomes a target spell, I create a 1/1 green elf. and it's a 2 mana 2/3 that can become a 6/7 until end of turn. Very nice. Either put a counter on a creature I control and it gets indestructible, which I can try to use to protect it from dying with kill cards and whatnot, and get a counter on at the same time. Or I could choose to create 3/2/2 white elf knights with vigilance, which is pretty nice. Creatures you control get trampled to the end of turn. Create a 2/2 white elf knight token with vigilance. Legendary elf cleric. When it becomes tapped, I create a soldier with lifelink. Not an elf, but still lifelink. It's very nice. This is also not an elf, but she gets +1/+1 for each creature I control, and she can't be the target of abilities. She can still be the target of spells, but not abilities. So there's that. So I figured I'd throw her in because usually you get a lot of elves out. So you know, Branchwood armor, of course, because why not? Add any if I'm having a problem with needing white mana or something, I could do 2 to get that. It's also a 3/2 elf, which is pretty good. Of course, the elven mother here, the nurturer, who is the artistry, because I think that says it all for Elvish Protectors. Whenever elf enters the battlefield, she gets a 1/1 counter, and I get to tap if I want. I can tap her and add as many force as her power, which is really strong. Which is why there's 2 of her in the deck, even though she's legendary. Just destroy enchantment or artifact if I so desire. A 3 mana 5/4 elf that can't be blocked with creatures 2 power or less. 3 mana 5/4 is just fucking broken. So yeah. Attacks, you may tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Ledav champion gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped, and she can create tokens with lifelink. When you're in an elf deck, I can create tokens and stuff and all that. Tapping creatures is not a detriment to you, so she can become incredibly strong. Candlelight Vigil, of course, just another little buff in vigilance. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Very nice. This is a Centaur Knight, but when it dies, you create 2 elves, so I decided to throw it in there. 4 mana 4/4 vigilance, I'll take it. A Druid. Enough Druid. When look at the top 4 cards of the library, remove a creature or enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in order. Pretty decent. Because I do have some enchantments here, as you can see. 3/3 and flying, why not? Vivian, because as you just saw her, I had to deal with her. Because if she got that -8 off, I'd be fucked. It would just be bad news for me. Get +2/+2 vigilance, trample, and indestructible permanently on a bunch of elves. Yeah. This is a dryad, but it's really good because it gives all my creatures +1/+1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, I create 2 soldiers. And at the beginning of my end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own, so if anyone ever takes control of my creatures, I get it back. So that's good, you know. I gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's really good, especially in the elf deck where you get a lot of creatures out. And this one I could just have a Convoke, which again, you have a lot of creatures. Convoke's really easy. For as much as I convoke it, it comes out with that many counters on it. So Convoke again, same reason, and I create a bunch of white soldier creatures with lifelink. So yes, please. Definitely. I think it's gonna be a really fun deck, and I'm really looking forward to it because elf decks are my favorite decks. I don't know why. Elves and vampire decks have always been my favorite decks. I always like themed decks, usually themed around creature type decks, like artifacts, vampires, zombies, goblins, elves. Those have always been my favorite style of decks, because they usually have such great synergy, and synergy is so satisfying when it just clicks and goes off. When your synergy just pops, so satisfying. Which is why the Dino deck is so fucking fun. When the synergy pops, it is like an orgasm of satisfaction. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's so much fun. And fucking I've said his name in a million. Zakama? Is that his name? Yeah. Zakama is just fucking fun. Oop, wrong button. Oop. Yeah, so com's just a lot of fun. How long have it been? Hour and a half. Yeah, okay, we're going well. Going well. So Demir's Return is also a throwback to 2012 to 2014. I think it's one of those two, because 2013 is the one that doesn't work, so I don't think I did that one. Okay, we can keep it up without fast forwarding. But this is a pure tempo deck. It's not super strong when it comes to attackers, but you completely destroy your enemy's tempo while trying to build your own tempo at the same time. And you can even see, I think I even have one of her in this deck, do I not? No, I think I have her in a different deck. Yeah, there's like a Demir's Scout or something like that, Lookout, some shit like that. So they still mention Dimir, so obviously I think Dimir is now like a surveil kind of style deck, but I like the old Dimir deck that's all about making your opponents discard while making you draw. That's it. That's the whole theme of the deck. You make them discard, which destroys their tempo completely, so they can't build up really fast, and so they're pretty weak. And you just keep drawing cards and playing shit, which is a lot of fun. So I got two Vicious Rumors here. They discard a card, put the top card of the library in the graveyard. They lose 1 life, I gain 1 life. For 1 mana, that does a lot for 1 fucking mana. It's like ridiculous for 1 mana. This person, whenever I deal combat damage, I can make him unblockable. I may discard a draw a card, discard a card. Use these guys for casting spells and stuff. When it enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, each opponent discards 2 cards. For sure, this is much like a mill deck. It's a dick deck, but it's fun. 2 to destroy creatures as long as it's not legendary. House Guild Mage, target creature doesn't tap, and I can surveil 2. Draw 2 cards, of course. Wizard just for defense. Drill Bit, reveal their hand, discard a card from it. This girl, just because she kind of seems to fit that bill, you may pay X when you do return target creature card with the card coordinates X, and if it dies, exile. But it's a 3/3, 3 mana, Death Touch. Why not? 3 Mind Rots to discard 2 cards. Enters battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. Each player who can't discards a card. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you have the City's Blessing, they sacrifice half their creatures. Rounded up. It's crazy. 2 Thief of Sandies. Whenever I deal combat damage, which is a flyer, good chance of doing that. Look at the top 3 cards of that player's library, exile 1 of them, and I can play that card. And with using any mana to cast it. Choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name and exile all of them. They may, however, get land for each way done that. They may draw cards for each card exiled that way. The reason I saw that and I like that is because if you're going against especially a red deck or a black deck, you can probably guess that they have either murder in there somewhere. You just look for murder and you can get rid of all their murder cards. Or you can assume, especially if you know what deck it is, you can assume, like, okay, if it's a green deck, they probably have Rabid Bite in there. Let me get rid of, exile all their Rabid Bites. You know, so that's nice. That's really good. Get rid of their control. Of course, this girl, when I flash her out, let's say I play Mind Rot and have the mana to flash her out, they discard 4 cards. They discard 4 cards instead of 2 cards. Like, she can be a pretty good combo, and I do have, I think, some wizards in here. Yeah, I have a few wizards in there that she'll also buff at the same time. This guy is just a really good defender, because you really need some strong strength in this deck to make it so it doesn't get run over while you're trying to destroy their tempo and build your tempo up. When it enters battlefield, target opponent discards a card. Whenever opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life, which combos with Raider's Wake, which whenever opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. I have 2 of those in the deck. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack with a creature this turn, target opponent discards a card. So yeah, you can see what this deck's gonna do. This one is just a good card to have, because when you're building this kind of deck, you can't just discard and expect that's gonna make sure you win the game. You also have to have something strong in there to do damage, which in Demir's deck, there was the 4/4 flyers, the blue-black flyers that did like 1 damage to you each turn. You summoned those and just kept swinging at them while destroying their tempo, they're destroying their draw system and just everything. So That's why I got Twilight Prophet in here, because if I first off she's just too far with flying. But if every turn I get to look at my card and they lose life with its converted mana cost, so you know that can help me kill them while also destroying everything they ever dreamed of. This one is just kind of good to have, flying, death touch, hexproof for sure. Even has the surveil symbol on it, so you know this is on D6. Blade Juggler. If I deal damage, I can summon it for only 3 mana, 3/2. Does 1 damage to me. I get to draw a card, helping me draw more cards. Whenever he attacks defending player, I mean this is the whole like this deck. This card right here is totally helpful in this deck as well. Whenever he attacks, they draw a card. Whenever a card is put into opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on him. This is definitely a win condition in this deck. Not the only one, which is nice. When the Aegis Energy does combat of your player, that player discards a card at random. If that player can't, I get to draw a card. So either way, if it does damage, they either have to draw a card, or I get to discard a card, or I get to draw a card. So, you know, really nice to have. And Psychic Symbiote, whenever it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card, and you draw a card, which I chose for the art because it just looks kind of very Demir-esque. I think. And of course, gain control of target creature, because why not? Help you defend yourself and deal damage and whatnot. So yeah, best. It's an asshole deck to have to go against, but it's so unbelievably strong. And I'm gonna turn on the light here because it's starting to get a little dark. It's seeable. It's seeable. I'll keep it. And of course, the Surveil deck, because Surveil decks with cards like this Phantom that gets a 1/1 counter whenever you surveil, and the Demir Spybug, because now Demir is a Surveil deck. I don't know why. He wasn't that way before, but now he is this in these seasons, I guess. And yeah, there's Demir Informant right there. That's what I was talking about. Of course, in this one, it gets a 1/1 counter every time you surveil. Like, it's just super strong, super hard to deal with. Just, you know, surveil. Whenever you surveil, they lose life and you gain life for the first time each turn. Surveil, which you've seen that one before. A legendary shapeshifter that has some surveil effect. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. They discard it. Some more of that, which is the cover art for this deck. Draw cards, of course. Counter target spells. Surveil. All creatures get -1/-1. Surveil. Murder, of course. They get death touch. And whenever you deal damage, draw a card. This one, that whenever you surveil, you put it back in your hand. You draw a card and each opponent discards a card. 3 mana. I've seen it used against me so many times. It's really strong. Turning creature cards up just in case I surveil and I discard something and I want to put it back in my hand later. Surveil 3, and then return a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. So I can discard a creature card, put it on the battlefield. Very nice. Surveil. Yeah. Just a surveil deck, standard. Alright, let's see if we can get that 5th win. Yeah, it's getting a little darker. I'm gonna just turn on the light. Hope you turn on the light now. Can I get an amen in here? Alright. So we're gonna get that win, hopefully. Play 2 or 3 games to see if we can get that last win. Then probably build one deck and switch over to some Blitzball. We'll maybe build some decks in the future. I don't know. It depends if anyone's interested in it. I'm sure they're not, but I don't know. It's fun to me. Because right now, at the moment, we just finished blue-black. So I'm going to make a blue-green, which is probably just going to be an adapt deck. Unless I see anything that catches my eye. And then after that, we're going to try match black up, black red, which we kind of, well, a different black green. See if we can make that. Once we make all the 2-1s, then I'm going to get into seeing how many different combinations of 3 mana decks we can make. So it's going to start getting interesting here. Okay, get complex and cool. So there's a lot. It looks like there's a lot of interesting 3 mana combinations that we can make. So, and that's the funnest thing for me, is trying to see if I can make 3 mana decks combined. It's a good time. I think 3 mana decks are like my favorite. As you can see with this Dino deck, 3 mana decks are like my favorite. All right, I mean, this is a little slow, but we got some really good cards in here. So, I think we risk it for the biscuit and hope we draw something that we can play soon. Let's put that out. I mean, we'll be able to ramp pretty fucking fast. Okay, we got a blue. Okay, scry one, scry one. Respect. Scry and draw, scry and draw. He's going with that interesting art for sure. Topped it and drawed it. He liked what he saw. Is he gonna use it? Is he gonna do it? That's the question. No, not gonna do it. Alright, respect. It's on you, man. Don't make me wait. Okay, that's good. That's really good right there. Actually, I can play him, so we're gonna do that. We're just gonna green, get our. Unless he has a counter card. Do you get a counter card? No? Okay. Turn 2, 4, 5. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Which, of course, if he had a return card, that would also be pretty. Oh, that's not fun. Well, you can take one. You can take my mono ramp, which I don't actually need. So, you know. You see how much trouble you're in, my friend. You can only take one card from it, but he's examining each of my cards, I'm sure. Non-creature, non-land. Excellent. And I can get it back. I'm sure she won't live very long. Yep, there you go. Is this gonna be is this gonna be the pirate treasure deck? Because I want to try that. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. There we go. Okay, let's get that out of here. Can't do anything with 4 mana. So we'll just attack, do 4 damage. I'm sure he's not gonna block. I think it'd be foolish to block. I could get my double wide out. 4, 5, 6. I think I can play this guy next turn. That was all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because he can't be countered either. And he can't be targeted. So that's gonna be really bad for you, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can. I can play Carnage Tyrant next turn. What you gonna do, man? You got 3 mana. If any of your choosing, man. Any of your choosing. You gonna attack? Did he attack? No, he did not attack. If turn creature can't attack. That's fine. I don't need to attack next turn. Ooh! Nah, that's not gonna help me yet. And I can't attack, so plays himself around. I want a nice easy win here. It'd be awesome if I can get a nice easy win, but this person's gonna make me work for it, and I respect that. I respect that. He's got a lot of ops cards, but top that one. So he liked what he saw. He liked what he saw. Respect that. He's got 3 mana to work with here. He knows what's in my hand. I can play either one of these next turn. I wish I could combo that with my one guy, but I don't have him because I can clear like half his, 2/3 of his board with that card. So what do you got, man? What's your choice? Passing? Okay, respecting it. Respecting it. You know, that's on you, everybody. This treasure thing's got a lot of people fucked up. Okay, that's not the red guy I was hoping for, but it'll be 1 less, so it'll be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. So I think we summon a homeboy here. Just make it green. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, buddy. Alright, I think we just go buck wild up in this bitch. See what he does. Because he has to block with those two if he wants it to die. So that'll clear his board at the very least. So it's his decision. Is he gonna let 4 go through? Is he gonna let it all go through? Is he gonna kill them? He's gonna let it all go through. Ooh, so I don't know if that was the right choice. We might get another surrender on this person, depending on what he's got in his hand there. He's got 4 cards with 7 mana. You gotta be able to do something. Like, if you let that go through, you gotta be confident, or just like, I got nothing left. Like, I gotta get something. 7. There we go. Why that one? Oh, because you can't target that one. Got it. Why not that one? You didn't want me to draw a card? I'm glad I got his exile. I mean, he knows I have this card, but I think he's like, yeah, he can't play it. Well, good. He's not gonna play that for a while. Okay. So now you got 3 mana. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do, Karn? What do you got? Okay. I can afford it if I wanted to. Ooh. Yes, I think we do that. Okay. I think we kill that. Well, we could kill that one and get the mana. I don't think we really need to though. So I think I don't want to kill that one, so I want to kill one of these ones. Now give him another counter. Become a 6/6. And we attack with him. Made him on it. And the other one. Well, man. Do it! Ooh, he's taking it again. If he doesn't draw what he needs, I'm seeing a surrender coming out this turn. Calling it. Unless he's just gonna take it. What you got, Karn? Fuck you got? He ain't got shit. Karn ain't got shit. Ooh, that's gonna pop him. Oh, really bad. Yes, please. God, that thing is coming into play. Man, that is coming into play. So you gonna counter? Oh, Karn. I think if we attack with all, if we win. So we're going to haste him. Gotta do something, man. No? We're doing it. Just going all out. He can't withstand this. You can't withstand this fury, Karn. That's 5-0. We just won without dropping a single game. We get 2 color skins or whatever the fuck they call it. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Ooh. Those are the bullshot. Sorry. Claim my prize! Alright. We got 2, what do they call these here? Style cards? Star Wars? I don't know. Styles. Can we do it again? Even though we can't win anything? Yeah, we could. I'll probably do shit. I'll probably do that in my free time because my deck that's purely around having 10 treasury cards and you win would probably clean up in that game mode. So I'll probably do that again here in my own time. But I think we're going to construct a deck. Well, I mean, technically a deck that won't work, but technically construct a deck, which I think won't take very long here. I already got my packs for the day. That was a great 5-0. I enjoyed that very much. We could also get another pack. Okay, yeah, we're gonna create a deck and switch over. So the name of the game, ladies and gents, is Blue Green. Now, pretty sure it's just going to be an adapt deck. But let's go down the line here. Let's see the combo of blue and green, and let's see if there's anything that jumps out like, wait a second, I could create 2 decks. Because I'm obviously going to create an adapt deck, because those are really strong if they get going. Who are you? Oh yeah, you can't attack unless you have the City's Blessing, and I might play additional. I thought about that one. But I just didn't put them in there. I also thought about putting this one in my Dino deck. But 5 green mana is actually harder to do when you have a 3 mana deck, so I was like, never mind. Alright, what combos do we have here of green and blue? No, green and black, green and red, which I'm excited to make a green and red deck too. That's going to be a lot of fun. Green and blue. Adapt. It adapts as though it had no counters on it. Yep. The 1/1 counters. Looking like pretty much all of them besides being Merfolk deck. Looks like it's designed for adapt. Yeah, he's also Merfolk. So it looks like it's either a Merfolk or adapt decks. That's a blue-green hybrid here. Of course, you can make whatever version you want. But, flash counter spell, that's very useful. Search your library card for converted mana goes 1 plus the sacrifice. Okay. More adapt. When you do put a 1/1 counter, another target creature you control, like you gaze flying until end of turn. Yeah, counters and adapt. It's just all counters. Blue and green is a counter deck, it seems, in these ones. Cards in your hand, you have no maximum hand size. Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control. Definitely thinking about that. Battlefield with X11 counters on it. Yeah, it looks like we're creating a counter deck. I really think some of these cards, like these Elder Dragons especially, I feel like with these being available and like cards like this pay 5 mana rather than paying its cost, I feel like I can create a 5 mana deck. I don't know how well it's going to go, but I feel like it's something I can do. And I'm excited for that because 5 mana decks are one of my favorite decks to build. When they work, and they work, well, it just... it's like it's over. Alright, so... let's get some adapt. So I never know how many to get of each in every deck or whatnot. And I have auto land on, but I want to. Oh, how long will it take? Let's get the blue-green in here. I never get the ones that come into play tapped like that. Now I'm all about that shit right there. That's the way you do it. Okay. Scroll us back down now that we got that mana in there so that the rest of the mana will auto suggest land correctly, knowing that I have hinterland harbors in my hand. Actually, well, we won't start adapt yet. But, get out of here. But we'll see. If there's any green or blue later that are just adapt. That's fair. Oh, shit, my bad. No wonder it took so long to get that. Scroll, bitch, scroll. There we go. Cost 2 less to activate. Of creatures you control cost 2 or less to activate. Oh, that cost less than 1 mana, obviously. The next time a target creature. Yeah, I think we need. Fuck, I'm trying to. 2 definitely. Like, first off, 2 definitely. I'm thinking 3. Like, 2 mana, 2/2. Like, with that ability is pretty fucking crazy. But I think we'll just keep it 2. We'll keep it 2 for now. We'll keep it light. And just battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter. Move a 1 counter from target creature you control onto another target creature you control. I think having one of those in there would be good. We don't need that. Yes, definitely 2 of you, because not only is it a 2/3 flyer for 3 mana, but also adapt 1. It's not bad. I mean, it's good for low jump stuff. Yeah. Actually, you adapt the turn. Okay, so you can only adapt once on creatures. Good to know. I gotta throw a third in there because that effect is really good. Add mana. Add 2 mana. It's not horrible. We'll think about that one. Put a counter on target creature. Remove a counter from a creature control. Draw a card. Definitely throw one of those in there. Oh my god, dog! Shut the fuck up. Cancel target card. Elf, lizard, wizard. That's funny. Sacrifice another creature. An elf ooze? That's an elf ooze? What the fuck? Search your library, creature card, convert a mana cost equal to 1 plus sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Put that creature onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Activate this building only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Maybe. We'll think about that one. Not bad, but we'll think about it. One or more encounters are put on the crab, shark crab. This is a weird mixture of nature going on here. Tap target creature opponent controls that creature doesn't tap. Yeah, I'll throw him in there. 4 mana for a 4/4. Not bad. Yes. Target creature you control, the creature gets flying. I'm thinking 2 of that one, but I don't know. We'll play it out. We'll see how it goes here. If you control another creature with a 1/1 counter and draw a card. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter has trample. Yeah, you going in there. When it enters the battlefield, you may remove any number of 1/1 counters from one creature's control. If you do, put twice that many on him. Yeah, why not? Whenever you land into his battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card. I mean, it's not adapt, but I could get down with that sickness for sure. I'll think about you. You're a considerate. Ah, fuck. As 1 counter, it can't attack us though it didn't have defender. Yeah, you know. I'll definitely good on level creatures. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure about that one. That one definitely. Draw a card for each creature you control, no maximum hand size. If someone kills it, however, then if I have too many cards in my hand. But the draw for each creature you control's pretty fucking strong. I just don't know if it belongs in this deck. Definitely a Merfolk deck. I want to craft the Merfolk deck to be better because I need more of these cards in there. I just don't own the cards, obviously. Otherwise I would. Alright, so we got a good amount of mixed. Let's see if there's any blue or green creatures that have adapt. Yeah, that aren't combined here. Whenever one or more counters are put on, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. I can get behind that for sure. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. 1 less each instant sorcery in the graveyard. Yeah, he's pretty nice looking too. 4 mana, adapt 5, so 6 mana, adapt 2. Could you control with a 1/1 counter as fine? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put 2 of these motherfuckers in the deck. How's my curve doing? Not horrible. Not horrible at the moment. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on growth chamber, you can look for the same card, right? Yeah. It's not horrible. The 3 mana, adapt 2, 4/4 for 2, you know. And you can go find another one. So if you have 2 in the deck and you adapt at turn 3, you can find another one. Put it in your hand. So the next turn you can have another 1/4/4, which is not a bad idea. I'm keeping that one in mind for sure. Any type landing control produced has a 1 counter. Add 3 mana of any type instead. Yeah, I usually see this one in the in these adapt decks for sure. 6/6. It's a lot of mana to do it, but 6/6. Has trample? Yeah, you definitely going in there, my friend. Okay, so these are the ones that don't have adapt. So I think we need to put them in there. How many creature? Uh, okay, we could definitely use a couple more creatures for sure. I like to have anywhere between around 22 to 25 creatures in a deck, and then put the rest with non-creature spells and such. I don't know if that's the correct amount. I think it suggested in the other game, like duels or whatever, they should have at least 20 creature cards. So I don't know. That's where I feel comfortable at in most of these decks, and it seems to have worked out for me so far in the decks I've created that I've used. So I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of this one, but it feels like for a 1-drop with that kind of ability, usually you want 2 of them in there. It's kind of weird to have a 1/1 mana, but it's not unheard of. It just feels awkward for me personally. I think we can go to these Crabinators, but I feel like 2 of these motherfuckers is called for as well. We said 17, okay. Yeah, we can go one of Homeboy over here. Should we go one of the crab? It's a 5/5 for 4 mana. Starts as a 3, but then its adapt is 1 less than cast it, so you know you can adapt it if it's 5s and you want to do that the next turn. Or right when it comes out, if you can. It can become immediately a 5/5 just for like twice the mana. Seems good. Definitely. I think we go 1 here. And 1. Then I think we go 2 on this guy, and 2 on this guy, and that would pretty much fill up my cards. I don't know if we need the Skitter Eel or not. I think getting 12 instants and sorceries will be a better choice than that Skitter Eel. So I think we gotta stick with that. Which what we got here is pretty damn good. Let's first and foremost see if there's any enchantments for adapting. No, it's just the name. Yeah. Nope. Okay. And I doubt there's any, get rid of that name, planeswalkers that I want in this deck. If I look around. It has to be blue or green or a mixture. And I don't think there's any blue-green mixtures. They're not. So, oh, no, fucking get out of here. So do I want a blue, which would be Jace, because I doubt Ezreal. No, Ezreal's not going to help me in any of these. I mean, his ultimate is nice, but I don't think he really has a place in this. No. I mean, untap all creatures you control is nice, but 6 mana I don't think is really worth it because I want to be spending that mana on adapting. So, no planeswalkers in this deck, that's fine. Every deck does not need a planeswalker. Let's look at enchantments real fast. Is there any hybrid enchantments? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, I remember that one. If you have like 20 on that, you win the game. Someone used that against me, but they didn't even get more than like 1 counter on it because I just was rushing them down so fast it just got destroyed. At the beginning of your combat, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. Then if the creature has 3 more counters on it, transform. Target creature you control against flying gets XX into the air turn, where X is its power. I mean, that's a good enchantment right there, for sure. Because I get free counters. And that one for 3 mana, put a counter on target creature you control. I can see both of these going into this deck. For sure. I think I'm going to at least put one of both in there. How do I already have this one? I think it came with, I don't know. I don't know how I have that one, but I'll take it. Maybe I do remember I got it in the Rivals of Ixalan when I was opening some packs from there. That's right. I got it in a pack. Alright. I thought I crafted it somehow. I was like, how the fuck did I? No. Alright, instant and sorcery. Let's see what we got here. We definitely need some control because unfortunately every single deck needs some control. But with 10 cards available to us, it's not a hard thing to achieve for sure. I mean, counter creature spell and put a counter would fit the bill, though it is 2 blue. And that could be hard to achieve in a 2-color deck. Not impossible, because it's only 2 blue, but that might make it so it's not there when I need it. But there's definitely some removal, so it's a possibility. Seeing if any cards really go with the theme, because I don't think there's many cards, the instants and sorceries that are white, especially that deal with counters. And there's definitely no adapt at one of these. Yeah, this. Oh, yeah, I should have more of those. I should have replaced that for that. Why did? Silly. Anywho, now I'm thinking about the other deck I have. Now I'm gonna need to make some adjustments there, but I also don't have any of those, so I'm gonna have to do that. Yep. Ooh. Probably just some fettuccine Alfredo. Thank you. Untap 3. That was nice. That's not a creature spell. Look at that. We got that new skin. Because we got, what, 5-0. I mean, the first one, I don't know. The person just surrendered. I don't know what was in their hand, but when you have, like, endless mana, I'm sure... I don't understand why. Anywho. One with machine. See, like, that's a really good card. Like, I feel like if there should be more combinations with artifacts, but there's not in this fucking in this game. Okay, so I'm thinking just standard counter draw for blue. I don't see any really reason to do anything else. I don't really need to take control of creatures. So we don't need Entrancing Melody. However, I didn't look to see if there's any interesting combo cards. Blue-green, there's not many, but there's some. Let's see what we got here. Top 5 cards in the library, reveal a creature card, one put it into your hand, put the rest of the bottom. Exile target creature there. Creature controller gets a log. So it's kind of like Hex in Hearthstone, for sure. Target creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, which is actually pretty good. Because you can play a land, then you draw a card, and then you may, if you have another land, you can play 2 lands in turn. I believe that's how that works. Reading the card, that seems how it works. And you get to draw a card and play 2 lands per turn on that turn. So it's decent. Counter target activated or triggered ability. Creature token that's a copy of target creature you control. That's pretty good. I mean, both of those can be they're both inexpensive as fuck, and I mean, you know, create another one of these and then adapt that one. That sounds pretty good. I'm thinking maybe putting. I don't know if I want 2 of these in the deck, and I feel like just one wouldn't really be useful because you wouldn't draw it as often. So when you actually drew, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I can use this. So I don't know if I need Growth Spiral. It's a good idea, but I don't want to put 2 into the deck, and I feel like if you only put 1 in the deck, there's not really a point. But also getting a lot of land out in this deck is not a bad idea. So do I want 2 in the deck? I don't feel like I do. And I also don't know if I really need replicate. It's a good idea in theory, but I don't think I actually truly need it in the deck. But getting mana in this deck for all that adapt is really important because some of the adapt is pretty fucking expensive. So I think I'm going to put 2 growth spirals into the deck. I don't really need any of the other ones. So let's look at green well fast before we put any blue in, because blue is probably just going to be again counter and draw. I don't think we'll need any land gain, especially since we put growth spiral into the deck, so we should be fine in theory. Of course, there's always rapid bite. We won't have many murlocs. I want to say murlocs. We will have a few, but not enough that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. That the Herald's Boon is going to be really useful. Don't need no saplings. Is there more over here? Is there more over here? I didn't look at all these. I don't know why I didn't look at all these. Because I don't think I really need many of these. Explorer is also not a horrible idea. There's an enchantment for that, but I don't really. I do want to make an Explorer deck too. I do need to look into that. I don't know what. I don't know what mana color Explorer deck would be besides green. Obviously, I don't know what other color would go with it. I feel like I want to say white or blue. I don't think blue explores that much, so I want to say white or red. I'm not 100% sure, or it might just be mono green. I'm not positive. So I think we're gonna definitely go with some Rabid Bite. We'll start with 2 because that card's just broken, and it's grit removal. Should be 3 counters amongst 1, 2 or 3 target creatures, then double the number. Yeah, well, I think one of those would make a lot of sense for this deck. For sure. God damn, that's just what this deck was designed to be. Strength of the pack. Yeah, no. I think the other one will do just fine. Okay, so I think we throw in another Rabid Bite and then go for blue sorceries and instants and stuff, because I don't think I really need any other buff up spells. So I think we get some draw, and then we get some counter. And feeling like Essence Capture makes a lot of sense in this deck, you know what I mean? Counter target creature spell, put a 1/1 counter. I think we're gonna go with 2 Essence Capture. I think we'll just leave it at that. I don't think we'll put a cancel in, and then we'll get 2 draw. I think that would be good. Yeah. Alright, we'll get 2 divination. And I think that'll be it. That should do it with this adapt deck. I feel good about it. Definitely feel good about it. A 2.8 mana curve. Most of my creatures are 2 mana. Then we got 18 spells that are 2 mana. 2 that are 1. 6 3s, 6 4s, and then 2 and 2. That's really good. Really cheap cards out, so we can spend all our time and all our mana focusing on adapting. Now, what do we want to be our I mean, that one is like the obvious choice because it's the biggest one, and you know, it makes a lot of sense. That one also is not a bad suggestion. I want something that just says like what the title is going to be, and I'm trying to think of the title. Putting it's like adapt or adapting into the title sounds like it makes sense. It would also remind me what the fucking deck does, just in case I forget down the line. Something that just kind of says that like the mixture of blue and green, these like cross like natured, like almost tampered with species in a sense. It just screams that to me. So I want to find not only a card, as you can see right here, like a shark crab, just blue and green mix. It's just what it says to me. I found to find a name that says that, but also a deck cover that just says this is what this deck is. Um, that's looking pretty good, right there for sure. Cute. I like that one. Um, yeah, you know, I really like that one. I think the Academy wins for this one. No, Ascendancy, not Academy. I don't know why I read Academy there. My first thought is adapting wilds. That doesn't say it enough for me, you know. I think I need to think about this one. I'll start with adapting. Just so I remember what this deck doesn't say new deck. So that's gonna be it. Yep, I know it's an invalid deck. Thank you. That's gonna be it for Magic Duels for now. I think what we're gonna do is we have about 40 minutes. It's a good amount of time. Um, I'm gonna be about 2-3 minutes. Because I need to go help my friends with some heavy lifting and whatnot. Then I'll come right back and we'll switch over to some Blitzball. Do a little bit of Blitzball, maybe good 3-4 matches or whatnot. So I will be right back, yes. You're gonna hear some sounds. It sounds like Philippines. This is normal. Okay, we're back. Did you miss me? Probably not. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know you. Alright. So, a little bit's changed since we last left off with Blitzball. Hit 34 minutes, please. I think it's going to be an okay position. Alright. So we finished one league. We're near the end of the other league. So for team data, T-Man, Titus, and I worked hard on these. I focused my ass off. Titus has all three of his key techniques. He got the Venom Tackle, Drain Tackle 2, and Anti-Venom. Now as you can see, he can learn everything. So he's ready to roll. Shaman and Ding Dong got two of hers. She got Wither Shot and Wither Pass, so a few things have opened up for her. These are their stats, by the way, if you want to look. Level 15. It's the stats. That's what they know. Shaman's stats, she's level 17, because she started exploding with experience in certain games. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, she can Venom Shot 3 with a Tackle 2 Spitball, which makes her very good. Skanda got Nap Shot and Venom Tackle 2, so she's got a few things open to her as well. That's her stats. She's got Honor, Rapinator. It's not been as lucky. He got Nap Tackle. There's the stats. They're level 20s. Still beasting it pretty hard, but he doesn't have Venom Pass 3 or Anti-Venom 2. Because I decided to give it to Titus when I was trying to have him learn, and he couldn't learn until after halftime. So bit. Because I want Titus to be ready to get Check Shot 2 if it shows up in a tournament. Brutta is a little low level. He's getting there. I just haven't had the time to give him a lot of love. But he's got Wither Tackle 2 and Nap Tackle. All he needs now is the Sphere Shot, which is so hard to get people to use Sphere Shot. And it's also timing of Sphere Shot's hard to do. And Kuyo, fucking his name, only has Venom Pass. I've been trying to get Volley Shot, but no one fucking uses Volley Shot, so it's hard to do that. And Nap Tackle 2 just hasn't shown up. So he still doesn't have much, but he does now have grip gloves. So he's got something useful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more techs, and then we can just start. So round 7 is 10 rounds in the league in a season. I found that out. First season we were undefeated. This one we got a tie in there somewhere because I didn't care about winning. Albed Sykes, of course, it's always the Albed Sykes. Oh, and Igar, I think is his name. No, Nimrod. Only has like 5 or 6 matches left, and then he's like removed. So I'm excited. And we got Titus a heavy attack ball now, so we can actually try to take the ball from people. Alright. Nap Tackle. So Titus doesn't need anything, so we can wait on his. Shamalam needs Venom Pass 3. Check out anyone it has. Nope, no one has. Honda needs Regen, which I also seriously doubt anyone has. They do not. Rob, Venom Pass 3 and Anti-Venom 2. No, looking like it. Anti-Venom and Anti-Venom 2. Brutta needs that Sphere Shot, which I think Nidus is more likely to use than Nappa, because he's crazy like that. Volley Shot or Nap Tackle? Nope, don't need to do this. Alright, so let's see what we can learn here. Nap Shot 2 with a shot, Nap Shot, Spinball. Actually, Spinball would actually work really well for him. I doubt their midfielder's going to use it, but it's possible. Nap Shot 2, Nap Shot 1. Okay, so he just uses one of those two. Use one of me. Spinball. Anti-Venom, why not? It's possible. We have a heavy shooting thing here. Venom Tackle? Sounds good to me. With a Tackle 2, let's go with a Tackle 2. That's well, Real doesn't need anything, so we out. I really wish I knew how to pronounce that first name. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I should have switched Bitch, you gonna shoot? Oh, here we go. Let him shoot. Let him go through. I want the spin ball. Yeah. Alright, we got spin ball. And there should be no way that goes through or you're fucking fired. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, spin ball fucking first minute of the game. I'll take that for sure. God, that's whack. Let's go to our home dog, brother. That's really good that Titus spinball. He now needs 4 techniques, but it's really good that he learned spinball. Which I think it's level 12. God, what is so fucking fast. But it's Linux, so chances are it's not going through. So don't have to give it to Titus. Actually, no, we don't need it. That's fine. Alright, hey, we're gonna get a shot off. Might get a go here, I'll take it. Soon I have a feeling we'll get to a point where this is going to be. I mean, usually once you start getting late 30s, 40s, is when it actually starts to become a challenge, which is fortunate that we have to wait that long till it actually becomes a challenge, but they need to level up too so they actually get decent stats and start hiring actual Blitzball players that are good. No one's hired Dado yet since I let him go. Dado's actually really a strong forward, so I'm not looking forward to that day when they do decide to do that. Yeah, we're gonna have Brother run up Psychic Shades and some anti-venom. Then we're gonna start running into their face. Actually, we should really run into their face. See if we can get God, he's so fast. He's not even near his full speed yet. It's ridiculous. So let's see if we can get some tackles out of him. The time goes way too fast. Alright, we're gonna take both of them and we're just gonna there it is. Got it. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted them to do. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Bitch, fuck! I should take it, but T-Man's got this. She do not have tackles yet. I need to be nice. Can't pass. That's all I got is shit. Oh, didn't get with it. I'll take it. That's good. Shoot. Now that I think about it, hopefully Nidus keeps his shots, so we can just give him the ball. Try to get him the ball. Oh, you would be the one that's first shot. So ooh, he's got. Okay, come on. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It's alright. Strong shit. So, I'll forgive you. Alright, 1-1. 1-1. Alright, I see you there. Shaking that ass. I don't think anyone's level. Oh! Spinball, baby! Usually spinball because he's right up at the goal. Oh, he shoots. He can take away 2 to 3 shoots. That's so cute. That pass with a pass. I hope that they're gonna get now that he's learned that. Tackle do. Alright. Oh, I forgot to see if we can switch his shit around. I really don't care if I lose these matches a lot of times, especially since I'm like 5-0. Hell yeah. Oh, put that motherfucker. Put both of them to sleep. God damn it. Blap, I swear to fuck. Going back to the needles. So good. Oh, that's okay. We got it. We got the ball for him. Pass. Oh yeah, they're asleep. So all of our forwards are asleep. So brother, it's time for you to win your magic. Because both our forwards got put to sleep. They win. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I could power. It's so fucking slow. We want them to tell me he must have some shit. Hey, you can just yes, run it up the mid, run it up the side, give it to me, give it my brain. Come on, guys. I want you to spear shot. Oh yeah, sure, no, that one. Please give it to Venus. Lappa! Venus has higher endurance. Let's reshot it. Yeah, give it to Venus. Everyone get out of Nidus' way, let him shoot. Nidus needs this shot. At 26 endurance, you can definitely hit it. Don't worry about it. Normal attacks, normal attacks. No, don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything crazy. Is he regular shoot? It doesn't look like he's a regular shoot. It looks like he's a regular shoot. Oh, he's doing that one. Never mind. Don't put him to sleep. I mean, it's block sleep. It's withered. That's why I won't. Am I too far still asleep? I could wake him up. Actually, holy shit. Because I want to back him up. So he's gonna shoot. But I can't really score. That's my sleep. Hey, Sonda. Sonda can score. Start trying to sleep. My people need to stop dropping the ball with less endurance. I love learning techniques, man. It feels so satisfying. You motherfucker do not fucking shoot me. Ah, it's fun. Oh yeah. Oh. You're fucking asleep. Or not. You should be able to do this. little disappointed. Have a team right there. Because, that's the second goal that's gone there. That my guy has had higher touchdown. And, shit. We lose this one. I'm okay with that. I don't know what. I got a bunch of skills. No major ones, but got a bunch of skills. Maybe 5. Yeah, more like 3 or 4. Pass, block, HP. There, it's cool because I need to have more grips. 4 shot, 13 pass, 15 fix, 7 block. Use this in every position. You should definitely have more. Chazoo! Oh, I love when they hire my people. Yeah, he looked at that shit. Yeah. Oh, 1 to 2. Lappa is the one who worked out. I mean, Avasak's some really good people. Yeah, not worried about it. It's the first place, though, for sure. It would have been good to have a win. We've gone up in level. Alright. Let's try this shit again. Who are we going against this time? Rotzos. Damn. Well, they're hard to take the ball from. Alright, Robin, before I forget. You need Venom. Or Wither Temperature. Boom. That's what's up. Now, you ready. Shammy, do you have a higher tackle? No. Just make sure we got the best around. What, 3 pins? No. I got it. Drain tackle 2 with a tackle 2. It's all up there now with a tackle 2. I'm pretty sure it's his highest. Yep. Yeah, we good. And you just. Always start with what they need first. Venom pass 3. Has anyone got a Venom pass 3? No Venom pass 3s. No regions. I didn't see a single region. That's such an odd one. That's one I don't Venom pass 3, anti-Venom 2? But, yeah, I know you guys have Sphere Shot, each of you, but you couldn't say, he does have volley shot though, so there's a chance. Alright, with the tackle 2, with the tackle 2, Shaman and Ding Dong. Decent view. Not interested in you, Rob. How about you, brother? Get him tackle? No, he's gonna pass. Alright. Well, actually, no. So he can't win. That's fine. Alright. That's how we'll proceed. Venom pass. I will bet you. Never mind. Finally, you do shit. Alright. Fast. Shaman's decent. Yeah, let's shoot on him. Let's just fucking shoot him. Yeah, that spinball. Didn't even see it come. It was just like, it's spinning on me. I just fucking spun. Fucking wrecked. I feel like, God, she was hitting like a truck, dude. Fucking 3 or 4 above her attack. round set. That's what they do. Legend. So this one, I think we just need to get experience. I think the one person who deserves experience for everybody is the man with the legend, the brother. Yeah. Hey, T-Man. You should be able to make it work. Yeah, for sure. And brother should be able to outspeed any of the Ronsos. As they Ronsos. So block is 10. I say no block. Because this catch is low. Never mind. Yay! I didn't even plan on that. I barely got that off. Take both of these. Take the fucking both of these. Come on. Do you make damn shit? Do it. Attack him with shit. Okay, maybe I give him a little shit. But hey, I learned a new technique, so I'll take it. That's scrunch face. I guess it is. Damn, dude, I'm just learning everything. Oh, brother's like, get that weak shit out of my house. Alright, let's see if we can outrun all these motherfuckers. This is what makes brother so overpowered, especially the slower enemies. Down, passing around. Yeah, you can just pull the entire team. Ah, that's like, yeah, reach, but with 23 endurance, should be amazing. There's no way this is not going, especially with Blitzball. I want Nimrod. I want him bad. I really want him so bad. He's such a good player. Mom on these wheels. Ugh. What is this? I'm gonna just run straight up the fucking middle. This is a good idea. I have no idea. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Damn, Titus. This is speedy, yo. This fear shot. 33. Oh yeah. That's going. That might be it. You just give her revenge after that last game. For sure. Which is going to keep stomping on them, is abusing the fact that they're rolling is low catch, and that many people outspeed them at this level. With Spinball, he just doesn't even stand a chance. It's hard for him to grab her. It's 4-0 in the first half. We're just running train on him. We are running low on health, though. Quite positive. Regular attacks. Take it out of him. He's just like, I can't anymore, guys. Yeah, she has to say that 100%. I was like, Sponda, you want to take a shot? Cosmo got that shit kicked out and we got so much experience. Ah, brother, come on, man, level me. The best I've ever been tackle, goddamn. More endurance, more shot, more HP. That's HP. And more endurance is exactly right. Oh, it's right there. Take it. Boom, 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 bitches. Everyone switch shit over. Well, you can. He only has antis. What the fuck, dude? I guess if I want volley shot, I should try to let them shoot. Now that's 4-0. That'll be nice. But spin ball, type of slip, anti-witta. Yeah. Alright. Do you have anything you want to learn? Anything interesting? Tackle slip. We already got some of that. Wow, yeah, just learn one of those. Yeah, he's been using that a lot, so let's just learn that tackle too? Hell yeah, bro, we're using that tackle too. Sorry, Route Man. It's one of the only ones that stands to, besides our goalie, that wants a volley shot. No one fucking uses. Still big. Okay, there you go. Technique, baby. Techniques. I learned them in my streets. Snapshot. I mean, I think you. Okay. Put them to sleep, of course. Either way, don't see them learning. Or winning. I don't see them winning this one. I just don't see that. Down. Expander. Shoot. Just passing it down the line, dude. We're just passing it down. Just keep them guessing. There's the ball wheel. It's like basketball. Playing the field, man. Passing it down. People like, why fuck put their shoes up there? Just like, no, I'm just gonna pass it. You know, basketball stuff. Right up the lip. Take the shot, brother. Take the shot. Yep. I don't know why they keep that guy's good. Jamal's available. He's a free agent. He's really good compared to you going. So you know. Or Shammy's just gonna run train on you because that's what Shammy does. She just Shammy things. Okay. No super goalie? I'm just gonna abuse your ass. There we go. Got poison. Don't you have any poison? You have 3 anti-abilities. I figured one of those would be poison. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna fucking shoot at this guy. I'm just gonna shoot my ass off this guy. Because I don't want to resistant, but you're out now on top of the turkey. Exactly. Oh my god, you gotta give it to this guy. He is walking like a machine. Like, everything that's higher than him is blocking. It should be almost impossible. Learning techniques left and right today, baby. On fire, dog. Okay, catch this one. That's what I thought. 6-0. This is what we like to call it in the Blitzball industry. The sports industry is a stomp. For sure. You'll drop in the pants. I don't know if I no? I'm trying to have the volley shot, man, but they don't even stand a chance of doing such. So I'm sorry. Thank you, autism. And the big score. Volley shot. Volley shot. I would say Rob Button and Trish. Let go, baby. Let go, baby. Alright, 21 on Rob. Brother still ain't got shit. Even though he scored a goal, he didn't get shit. What did he score? 25 endurance, 20 shots. Shammy's just shoving it in raw, dude. She's gonna fuck every team we go against. So I tell you, she's really good for one. 17 endurance, 16 attack, 19 block HP. That's exactly what I need you to have, bro. That's good skills right here. Appreciate it. Appreciate that winner. Good. That's the only one that's gonna be signed. 6-0. 4 goals for Shammy, 1 for Titus, 1 for Brother did get a goal. Yeah, he didn't run enough. Blappa. How the fuck y'all lose to the Kill the Beasts? Well, I guess they do have 2 decent ones. Hey, scout level increased to level 3. I don't remember what that does. But, it's 10 minus 3. That's good. That's exactly the amount of time we need. We can go check out whatever the fuck that skill is. Oh yeah, it tells us abilities that they have. Anyone can hire Walker. I've never seen Walker on another team. That's awesome. Luck with them. I wonder if they're going to rehire you. I don't know, girl. I don't know. How many games you got left? 4 games. Who has Spear Shot? Why is their goalie have Spear Shot? You have Super Goalie. Like, I know you do. 4 games, man. I really hope that they... I'm gonna try and experiment with the game and see if they, if it's random whether they hire them back or not, or if it's based on any kind of algorithm. So I'm gonna save before that game and play the game, and if they don't let it go, reset, play the game again, and see if they let it go. If it keeps not happening, I'm hoping I can get him to let him go by cheating that. Alright, that's enough of Blitzball today. There's never enough Blitzball, am I right? Oh, you know, right? I should push the button beforehand. Learning, that's alright. It was just, oh, wrong button. There, hey, I'm back. Yeah, learning exercises. It was just my Steam. You've all seen my Steam account before. I'm watching the Be Right Back best pop up. There it is. That was good. Playing. All right, guys. So I mean, if anyone watches this, let me know how you feel about constructing decks while streaming. I enjoy doing it. I just don't know. I don't know. So it looks so weird when it's over there. So tomorrow I'm going to try to get some recording done of both World of Warcraft and I can think of the name. Clap, 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 click, click, clap. And Shadow of War. So because I know not many people were interested. I knew this before I was going to put it up too. I knew a lot of people wouldn't be interested in the Magic duels, me showing off my decks. I'm happy with those decks, but no one cares. But yeah, let me know if anyone leave a comment or maybe with thumbs up or something. If you don't want to leave comments, it's fine. Just did you enjoy watching creating decks? Because I can definitely do that on stream. I can't promise there's gonna be a lot left to do because while I won't say like, oh, I'll wait to do it on stream, I just have so much fun creating decks, and I don't know why. It's just something about it. It's just like how I love creating D&D characters. I just love the concept of creating them and fleshing them out. And then same thing with decks. Of course, I love playing them too to see if they work in combat, but still. Anywho, so yeah, I'm gonna try to record some of that um, tomorrow. Um, should be multiplayer Monday on Monday. It just depends because Monday is April. It's the beginning of April. And that's gonna be the first day I start my 6 week job. I don't know how much energy I'm going to have at the end of the first day. I'm just hoping it all goes smoothly. So yeah. So but there should be. If not, expect it that there might not be. I don't know what I'm gonna play because fuck League of Legends right now. League of Legends just has trash players. This whole last 2 weeks, it's just been garbage every fucking game. Can't get a single good game in no matter what day I try. I'm just hating it so much right now. So gotta kind of wait for that to get better. So no League of Legends next week. Nah, no League of Legends on Monday. I don't know. I would say maybe Apex, but I suck at that game. So I don't know if it's enjoyable to watch. I mean, I'm not horrible at the game. I'm just not good at the game. You know. Yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe Apex, maybe Overwatch. Doubtful. I don't know. Probably Magic Arena. I don't know. Maybe some Magic Arena ranked. This time. And yeah, it just depends. I don't know if you guys are sick of seeing the Dino deck, but that's kind of like the strongest deck I have until I can start making more decks, and I don't want to spend money to be able to construct more decks. So, you know, kind of have to play it out with daily quests and rewards and stuff. So, it's a slow grind process, but it's getting there. I mean, I have technically 2 working functional decks that I created myself, so that's pretty good for only playing the game for like 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Pretty good. So, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys on Monday.